Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Alexia and I am Proactive Pelvic Health Center's resident naturopathic doctor. And today I want to talk to you about liver detoxification. So you've probably heard on the media that why do we need to detox? Our livers and bodies are able to do this themselves. They don't really need any support. That's what they're there for. And that's true. But if we think about all the toxins that are in the environment, whether it being the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, or the personal care products that we are putting on our bodies, sometimes there can just be an overwhelm of these toxins that cause our liver to not work as optimally as it could. And that's why I want to talk to you about it today. So I'm not going to be talking about which cleanse or which diet is going to be best to help your liver detoxify. Instead, I'm going to talk about how it detoxifies, which nutrients and foods that you should be eating to help the process along, and a couple of tips of how you can minimize your toxic exposure. So let's get started. So the liver detoxifies two ways, phase 1 and phase 2. And basically what happens is that once toxins enter our cells, they kind of act as Velcro. And if you think of them as Velcro and our cells as tennis balls, once they enter in, the toxins will actually just stick onto our cells. And you can probably imagine that it's really hard and it needs a lot of force to get them off. And so if you think of all the toxins that are in our environment, it can be hard just taking them off all of the cells. And that's where the liver comes into play. So during phase 1, basically, our liver takes these fat-soluble toxins and makes them into water-soluble intermediates. Now, it's really important for phase 1 and phase 2 to happen in synchrony. Otherwise, if you have phase 1 occurring really quickly and phase 2 is happening a little bit more slowly, these intermediates can actually go ahead and cause more damage within the body into our cells than we hope to. And that's why making sure that we have enough nutrients such as B vitamins and proteins, magnesium, and even essential fatty acids, having enough of these there to help the body move the toxins quickly from phase 1 and phase 2. So those are the proteins that we need for those phases. But let's talk about a couple of foods that we can eat to help the liver do its job really well. So I'm talking about the brassica family of vegetables. And if you don't know what those are, these are broccoli and Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, even kale. And so eating these vegetables will help the liver do its job. And of course, we want to make sure that we have all the essential amino acids from protein in there as well. All right. So before you go ahead and make yourself a kale and chicken salad, which I'm sure is going to be delicious, I want you to think of these 3 tips. So first of all, I had mentioned that the food that we eat can be potentially a source of toxins. And so if you're familiar with the Environmental Working Group, it publishes a yearly review of the top 12 produce items that are heavily sprayed with pesticides and other chemicals. And in 2017, the dirtiest food that they found was strawberries. So if you're hoping to go organic, definitely check out the Dirty Dozen list so you can choose which organic foods. For instance, if you love strawberries, I would highly recommend that you choose organic strawberries. Next up are the containers in which we store food and beverages. I opt for choosing glass containers and even stainless steel containers. Yes, they may cost a little bit more, but they're long lasting, and most importantly, they're not leaching chemicals into our food. Especially if you are microwaving your food in plastic, this can actually leach chemicals like BPA or BPS into our food, and that's obviously not the intended effect that we want. And then lastly, I want to make sure you're taking a look at your beauty and personal care products. The Environmental Working Group also has a section called Skin Deep, and this is where you can enter your most frequently used beauty products, say red lipstick, for instance, and you can see how it ranks compared to the others, and if it's clean or if it's dirty. And this is a really great way to be conscious of the products that we are putting on our bodies. All right, so if you have any questions about liver detoxification or just looking to help your liver along, please feel free to book an appointment with me. I hope you found this video helpful and good luck going green.